Welcome back to another episode of Stock Talk. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Julie, so welcome. Today I want to give you 7 stocks that you guys should put on your watch list for the month of February. The first stock that I have for you guys is Caesars Entertainment. Now Caesars is going to be reporting earnings on February 22nd, so keep an eye on for that. And I like the stock because right now it's sitting on the 100-day moving average, and I'm looking at the 3-year chart. And the analysts are giving it a very strong buy. We can see that it's pretty much finding support from previous resistance of pre-pandemic levels. So that's why I like the stock right here. So if we can stay right above here, that would be great. But I would definitely wait for earnings report to come out. Again, that's on February 22nd. And the analysts are giving it an average price target of $133, and that represents a 69% upside potential from here. So this is the first stock I think you guys should put on your watch list and keep an eye out for earnings. Now the next stock on my list is Disney. And I think we're all pretty much familiar with Disney. Disney is actually reporting earnings on February 9th, so today is February 6th, so that's just in 3 days. Currently, Disney is sitting on the 200-day moving average. They have a moderate buy rating, and the average price target for Disney is $194. That represents a 36% upside potential from here. So if you guys are looking to holding Disney long term, then purchasing Disney on the 200-day moving average, I think that's a good start. If earnings doesn't come in line as we expected and the stock moves lower, then that would be a great opportunity to add to your position. But I think this is a good starting point if you wanted to hold Disney for long term. So my third stock on the list is Facebook. And we saw Facebook report earnings the other day, and we can see it made this huge drop. I believe it was a 26% drop, and overall it dropped 38% from its recent highs. But just in that one day, it made a 26% drop. Now, we did have a lot of downgrades from analysts that range anywhere from 270 to 375. They came from JP Morgan, Oppenheimer, and Raymond James, just to name a few. But again, right now we're sitting at 237, so even if the low price target of 270, that's still a nice upside potential from here. So in my opinion, if you want to own Facebook for the long term, I think the 200-day moving average is definitely a great spot to get in. There was actually a report that came out that said even though Facebook had a really bad earnings report, Facebook is actually one of 4 companies in the S&P 500 that has over the last 10 years had a quarterly increase in 2 digits. So actually Facebook had a quarterly sales increase of 10.7% for the last 10 years. The only other 3 companies that have done that is Salesforce, Amazon, and Fortinet. So keep that in mind. And again, if you guys are looking to purchasing Facebook for the long term, then I think the 200-day moving average on the 3-year chart is definitely a great entrance. And if we look to the left, we can see that this price range was actually prior resistance. So if we can establish support right here, that would be a great entry. The next stock on my list is Chipotle, and Chipotle is actually reporting earnings on February 8th, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. They are currently sitting on the 100-day moving average. Analysts are giving Chipotle a strong buy rating with an average price target of $1,972. So I think sitting on the 100-day moving average, this is a great spot to start entering into this position if this is a company that checks all your requirements for a stock that you guys want to hold long term. The 5th stock on my list is Simon Property Group. And looking at the chart, we can see that this was one of the companies that got hit hardest from the pandemic. It dropped all the way from 186 to $42 and has since made a nice recovery. Where it's currently sitting at 145, and analysts are giving it a price target of 176, which represents a 21% upside potential from here. Now, Simon Property Group is reporting earnings on February 7th, which is tomorrow if you're watching the video today, and that is after hours. Additionally, I like this stock because it pays a dividend and it's a 4.03 yield. So I do like the stock for long term. So if you guys are interested in dividend stocks, this is definitely a stock that you should put on your watch list. But again, watch out for earnings tomorrow that are coming out after hours. Now the 6th stock on my list is Take-Two. Take-Two Interactive just had an announcement that they were acquiring Zynga. I did make a video about that, so I will link that below in the description. Take-Two is also reporting earnings tomorrow, February 7th in the after hours, and we are currently sitting on the 100-day moving average. They also just released news that Grand Theft Auto V and Grand Theft Auto Online are coming out to a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS on March 15th. And actually following the news, we saw the stock jump about 4%. So I'm really interested to see earnings tomorrow, so keep an eye on that. So of course the stock could skyrocket tomorrow following the earnings if they come out good or better than expected, as we saw with Amazon. But there's also a chance that earnings are not coming out great. We have seen a lot of mixed earnings reports so far, so that's why I would definitely wait off the earnings and just put this on your watch list. And my last stock for today is actually T Rowe. And T Rowe is currently sitting between the 200 and 100-day moving average. It also pays a dividend, which I like, and the yield for the dividend is 4.92 annually, and the payout ratio is only 57%, so that's really great when you have a dividend stock. Now, analysts are giving it a price target of 172, which is a 15% upside potential, and they just reported earnings, so we don't have to worry about earnings anymore. So this is definitely a nice spot where you could start averaging into the position, and we can see if we were to draw a line, this looks like it's finding support where it was previously resistant. So the 141, 142 price point could be function as our resistance point line. We can also see that T Rowe is very oversold right now, so that's definitely a criteria I like to look for when I'm trying to pick up some cheap stocks. Now again, this would be a long-term hold, so even if you enter now and it drops, then I would just add to my position when it drops to one of the major moving averages. As always, this is not financial advice, you guys. Merely, I want to give you some stock ideas to think about and put on your watch list. Be sure that you guys do your own research before you jump into any of these stocks. And I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to my video. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.